Hey, you know what it is, y'all.
Hey.
You know what this is.
This is Savage AF. We do what we do. Savage AF. You know what it is. And for the people that don't know what AF stands for, always friendly.
Savage AF. We talk politics, hot topics, and current events in an I don't give a fluff kind of
way.
style.
Yes.
Now the algorithm tells us don't curse too early
because sometimes when you say mother fluffer,
the kids will stay up all night and wet the bed.
Right. So we want to make sure we don't do that.
We give you a little bit of time, but about 5 minutes in, this is going to be a curse factory. Okay?
It's going to be
you're going to hear filth flarn filth. That being said, we are your hosts.
Yeah.
I am Black Pedro.
I'm Shang, comedian Shang, aka Genghis Jokes.
Shangus Jokus
that's
Rex.
What, Jokus Rex. Is this enough entertainment for you?
I'm Black Pedro, y'all. What you guys want to do is follow us on YouTube, man. Make sure you get at us. Get at our channel. We are live right now as well.
We're live as well
on our YouTube channel.
But
shout outs to those out there.
If you don't subscribe, you deserve a beating. If you don't subscribe, you need to be hit in the head, neck, chest, and shoulders, and you need deserve backhand sandwiches all day.
I thought you were about to say you need dessert. I was like, you just gonna beat them, then feed them. That's psychological warfare,
I beat your
man.
ass. I beat your ass. Hit some strawberry shortcake.
that is diabolical.
Yeah, that's
bro.
evil. That's
all right,
evil.
Well, I just saw a new. I didn't realize.
But make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's very important. Subscribe to the channel. Also, click the bell. The important part is click the bell.
Subscribe, get notified.
Right, so you can know that we're coming on. And it's not just that. Comment. If you don't like what we said, share. If you don't like what we said, say something to us. Call our mama's names. Now, when I see you on the streets, that's that's a whole different. That's real life.
There's no screen.
Yeah. You can't tip tap your way out of that.
YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World.
Yes.
All one word.
Yes.
So make sure you follow, subscribe, get notified, share, comment. You know what it is, man.
But we forgot one thing we got to let you know. Follow us on Instagram, too. It's very important. At Comedian Shang.
Absolutely.
At Black Pedro. Make sure you follow us on that, too. We just let you know that stuff before we get into the crux, because now you got me saying crux. Since the last show, now I'm using crux in every conversation. The crux of the show.
I feel like I was using a T on it before. Like I was like crux.
Yeah.
It's just crux.
It's crux. So make sure that you subscribe to all of those things. And that helps us with the algorithm. And that's what we need you to do.
That's what it is, y'all. We are, I don't know for how long we're going to have to deal with Meta. But that's Instagram too. Yeah. But also we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Savage A.F. Look us up on there. Get at us. But yeah, make sure you actually, we really love you on the YouTubes. I see you out there, LG.
Yeah.
Out there live, Sean Stubbs. I see you. Breezy JJs, we see you. So thank y'all for chiming in. We do have a live comment section. So as we talk politics, hot topics, current events. And then I don't give a fluff kind of style.
And even though we're close to the time, the shit-tastery that is happening. And I don't know if shit-tastery is a word.
Shit-tastery, okay.
Yeah, that's not really cussing.
No, but in like...
It's not really cussing though.
I don't know, man. We're really close to
because it's not a real word.
Shit-tastery. Okay.
All right, the tomfoolery, the
chicanery.
Nope. Yeah, I can. The fucktasticness. Yes, the fucktasticness of what's going on. Yes. So I just want to let y'all know that.
That being said, then let's give them the full motto. Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter, guys. Black Pedro, comedian Shang here, you guys. And for all those out there listening in the podcast land, we appreciate you.
Right.
We appreciate your ears. If you ever want to see us, though, do join us over on YouTube. Again, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. We still got a few minutes before we get into the crux of the show.
Yeah, man, you use that word, and I had to look it up and go, man, that word is a real word.
It's a real word.
It's
and
a
it
real
meant
word.
what I meant.
Yeah.
I was using it in the right kind. So how have you been, brother? I got this new thing where it's like, we got to check in on each other, man.
Now,
you good?
you
okay,
put it this way. I haven't stabbed nobody.
Okay. Well, that is progress. That's over the past 2 weeks.
But I'm feeling quite progress. Stabbery.
Okay.
I've been feeling stabbery.
Uncle Stabby.
Yeah, because there's some
alter
people,
ego of yours.
And I'm gonna let somebody out there, don't let Trump win and get you fucked up. Don't let that whole mentality and that MAGA shit get your mouth curbed. All right? Because, there's some people that won't stand for that shit.
You can, words hurt. And so do fists and boots.
I will American me you. I will.
Don't not listen.
You'd have to see the movie. There's a stab scene in it. And, well.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
I was like, who made a knife like that? That is just evil. Yes, sir. So you've been all right?
Yeah, but Pedro seemed like he's always like even killed, and no, he ain't. The motherfucker got an arsenal of guns at his house. He got bazookas. He got shotguns.
I'm an all around American guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on Savage AF, and shout out to Petty Cash Studios for giving us a space where we can exercise our First Amendment rights. Okay.
Right.
But what's after the first? The second.
Yeah.
And then tonight I'm going to a Pistons game against the Clippers. And then tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up and I'm going out to the range.
See, so that's American.
And then I'm just gonna be in America. And then it's Second Amendment. So.
And don't let this the cotton candy ass set fool you. We will fuck you up.
I'm not here for violence. I'm here for defense.
Okay, no,
I'm like going to the range.
I have ninja stars, but you really do. You really like when you decided to go gun crazy. You decided.
Crazy
you went a little gun crazy.
Crazy is unfair.
No, you bought. What did you got? How many guns you got?
First of all, I have 4.
That's gun crazy.
That's not. I mean, I didn't go in the store like, give me 4 guns. Give me 4 guns now.
You did buy. You did. You get it.
You
got a shotgun, a machine gun.
Nobody has a machine gun. It's an assault rifle.
He has one of those ones you use on the helicopter.
It's not an
yes,
AK.
You do. He has
all
an
AK-47. I don't.
Yes.
I'm not Rambo.
He has grenades.
Help the Mujahideen.
You went a little nutty. I'm trying to just get one gun.
First of all, I was cleared and certified by the state of California and the United States government in order to possess these. So if I'm the crazy one,
So California crazy. Plus, he has them strategically all over his house, like right near the door. There's
not a plant stand.
Little box. He punches the box, and the gun falls out.
I'm renting.
He does.
I'm renting.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, those renovations like that aren't even allowed.
He makes a signal to the cat. The cat makes another signal. But I mean, right now, the way that the Republicans and the right wing and the MAGA are acting, I am not mad at that because they are still angry. I don't understand why you're still angry. You won. You had your little, Yahtzee rally, or whatever you want to call it, State of the Union, not Yahtzee rally. So I don't understand why you're still angry. Your people are getting fired left and right. You're firing people that actually run the nuclear facilities, and then you go, oh wait, we need them, and then you hire them back. Your incompetence will eventually make your ass bleed.
That's just sounds really painful, man.
I hope that ass bleeds.
Speaking of Yahtzee rallies, let's go ahead and get into the show, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. As of the taping of this episode, it is Wednesday, March 5th.
Yeah.
2025.
In the new facilities.
In the time-space continuum. Shout out once again to Petty Cash Studios. Savage AF, Black Pedro. Shang is in the building as well. We are going to end today's show with the SHANGRY. And I'm just going to say SOTU. STFU. State of the Union.
The level of chicanery.
We're going to end with
and
that.
Shitosity was just amazing.
You're getting poetic.
That's very poetic. One time I was dating a girl and I said that to her and she got real moist.
Did she shastitate all over?
Yeah, okay. Man. A lot of times, man. It was gush gush. That's so disgusting.
In the bush.
So
Before we get into that Shangri, though, we do have a Black Pedro pop in for you today. Keep Pope alive. You hear what I said? I said, keep Pope alive.
That's kind of all right. We're gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna do my thing. You know but before we get into that, there's that phrase that snitches get stitches.
Yeah, that's a old phrase from. I thought it was the mafia, but it's actually not the mafia.
It's probably jail. Huh?
No, it's jail.
Yeah,
it's some jail shit.
Yeah, jail has a lot of mottos.
So if you
got a lot of time to make up mottos,
you feel a need to let your lips just flap, then you know what, graping will happen.
But now we're finding out that it might not be true that snitches don't get stitches.
Right.
They actually might get nothing.
Wow.
We'll talk about it. But before we get into that, we have one of our hard-hitting questions that we ask here. Your motherfucker say what today? Your boy, and we'll talk about him.
Don't say my boy.
Yeah, your homie says
he's not my homie. He's not my
Social
homie.
Security is a Ponzi scheme.
He's not my homie. Me and Elon. Okay, we played ping pong a few times.
Yeah, you in pickleball?
Yeah, but
together?
that was it. That was it. It's not like we kick it all the time.
All the time. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We shared a girl once. One time, me and Elon, I was kicking it in Vegas. Elon was there.
Yeah.
You know, the girl liked him. Her. Well, he liked him because, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And liked me because I was a comic. And we shared a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But he probably got 99% and you only got 1.
Yeah, I got 1%.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I did? I made it back. I took it back to economics.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
All the way back to economics.
But before we get into that, speaking of Elon, Trump T, all of that stuff, we did see last week, and we're going to start off this show, Savage AF, Fuck Your Feelings, Facts Matter, talking about the Russian roulette.
Wow. That was...
Your president, America, is playing on the world stage now. As last week,
right.
I believe Friday, they proceeded to jump a president.
They jumped him.
They jumped. They brought him to the school.
Hold his arms.
Yeah.
Hold his arms.
Oof.
Why don't you have a suit on? Oof. Hold his arms.
But president, for those who live under some kind of rock, president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy.
Did you say it right?
Volodymyr.
It's not Volodymyr. It's Vladimir.
Volodymyr.
Is that right?
It's not Vladimir.
Is that right?
It's Volodymyr.
Is that right?
I got it. We on it. Volodymyr Zelenskyy.
Vladimir. Okay.
My Ukrainian is not so good.
I can see that.
But Volodymyr Zelenskyy, president of the Ukraine,
he showed up,
came to the White House, sat in the Oval Office. Mark Rubio melted into the couch like he dried up like SpongeBob SquarePants on there.
They said the old school, the thing with on the Simpsons where you go back
faded into
the bush.
He punked out. And had on some high water pants.
Yeah, and JD Vance and Trump decided to be like a bunch of Karens. And no, you don't say those things to me. You're not allowed to use verbs. I mean, they lost their shit. And I just felt like when I was watching it, I was like, yo, if Zelenskyy would have got up and started punching him, I wouldn't have been mad at him.
I was expecting a few kicks to the chest. I must admit, it's one of those moments that made me realize like why I have no interest in being in politics that, because like I would have been like, bitch, what?
Well, hold up.
Wait, what the fuck you just say?
You can cut
I didn't thank you. Bitch, we at war.
Yeah, we've been saying thank you.
We at war.
We've been saying he says thank you so much. He said thank you. He's kowtowed. He tried to understand because he's thinking about his people more than he is thinking about himself and his own dignity from that standpoint. But the way they went at him, they jumped him, and they're like, "Get him! Get his arms! Get his legs!" And the thing is, the false outrage from Trump was what fucked my head up. Like, you don't tell us what to do. Shut the fuck up.
Don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
Yeah. It was
and so like. So okay, so it was two different set-offs, right?
JD Vance.
Yeah, so Zelenskyy asked JD Vance, what diplomacy are you talking about that we need to take with Putin?
Right.
Basically, after
he's a killer,
and after he's broken every treaty and agreement, and
for the past 20 years,
and throughout this past 3-year war. So Zelensky's asking him, and this is a straight up question, like man to man, like what diplomacy are you talking about? And then that's when JD was like, "Oh, you're not gonna litigate this in front of the American public," and started to berate him. So that set him off. And then to respond to all of that, Zelensky was just like, "Well, you guys don't feel it right now because you have an ocean between you and Russia,
but you will.
But you will feel the influence of it." Right. And that's when Trump was like, well,
Trump. Both. It was a planned thing. It was a reality show shit. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows that the way you went about it. So the bottom line is, you wouldn't have did that shit if it was one-on-one in the streets. I think that Zelensky seems like a little tough dude. He would have punched you in your fucking face, you orange cunt stick. The bottom line is, JD Vance was trying to make himself relevant. Like, yeah, well, look, I'm on your side, Trump. They're both bitches. And I hope that your mamas all get violated.
I need to do research on this. Like, can presidents fight? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost sneezed.
What the hell?
Almost.
You got Tourette's? Y'all didn't see that? Can presidents fight? What the fuck? Hey, man, look, we need to build a little fence here or something.
Woo.
Okay, but
I was like fighting off a sneeze, but like, no, seriously, this brings up this question.
That look crazy as fuck. And we got that. Did we get that on tape?
It's on tape.
Okay.
Yeah, everything we do is
okay.
We're here on tape.
Did we get that on tape?
I'm sure it's live.
Is that on video?
But I almost sneezed. But thank you for all the blessings, by the way. While y'all laughing at me,
nobody
I almost
on the
died.
live wants to give no blessings.
I almost died.
But you can't say Gesundheit because that sounds...
No, we don't want to do that anymore. But can presidents fight like each other? Like, could they just like square up and then walk away and nobody gets arrested?
I've seen some of the stuff overseas where they just jump on each other in Congress and start knuckling
I know Congress, but like, like two world leaders.
Yes.
Yes. Like if Zelensky and like Trump had started to throw hands.
And Trump kept touching him.
He did. He was like, hey, man, you know what I mean?
But the bottom line is, I think Zelensky showed that he has a lot more class and integrity. I think that if anything, it made him look small. It made him look tiny, made him look infinitesimal. Very Ant-Man, multiverse Ant-Man. Y'all basically showed your ass. And every other country was like, yo, we rocking with Zelensky. You're a bitch. Now you want to be an isolationist. You want to go with Russia. You want to do the Russian talking points. You want to rock with him. You want to rock like China. Well, guess what? See how much your grain costs when you want to get some grain. We charging $755 per piece of grain.
Per granule.
But fuck around and find out.
I mean, but that was ultimately the saddest part about what we saw was with the incident with Zelensky in the Oval Office is, this administration clearly choosing to side with Vladimir Putin.
Oh, absolutely. And Putin was rubbing his dick while he was watching it. I know he was. He was just rubbing his dick on. That's good.
No, the Kremlin has already announced that, this, the way they spoke, this, kind of shift in position by the United States through Trump is in line with what they want.
Right.
So this is,
and I think Trump tried to do the shit before where he was threatening, Ukraine with other shit before. So this is something he wanted anyway. He didn't want to help them anyway. He didn't want to give them no money and none of that. And he lied about it. Not only he lied which we're going to talk about later, the State of the Union, you lying motherfucker, but he lied saying that we gave the most money to Ukraine. We didn't. We gave 100 and change, and Europe gave 300 and something.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like there's
I'll be
different sources,
$300
but I
either.
think we gave like 145,
Yeah,
165.
we didn't give it. We didn't do that, and now he wants the money back. Shut up, dude. Everything you do is transactional. Everything you do, you want something. You want something like,
Yeah.
and then motherfucker really think he gonna take Greenland and he gonna take Canada and he gonna take Mexico.
Yeah,
We got a fucking nutty buddy, 80-year-old fucking psycho that's running shit, and we need to storm them too.
Stormtroopers stand back and stand by.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, but I mean this is the problem with having like a businessman run government.
But he's not a businessman.
All of these things are deals to him.
Yeah, but he's not a businessman. Think about his business.
I mean, in that sense, he is like
how.
I didn't say good. Or
yeah,
bad.
You didn't say good.
I just said a businessman. Like he's only thinking about deals.
Yeah,
you know, like and some of this stuff is like humanitarian, and that's when like we're going to get into the next topic. Is like we are currently and you know how we do. We ask hard-hitting questions on this show. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. By the way, check this out. Follow us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/SavageAF World. I see Miss Adverb has joined in the conversation.
Right.
So somebody's probably gonna get stabbed on the live.
Very good chance. I like her. She got a lot of stab in her.
Tiny,
I like that.
But violent. But thank you all for following us out there. Follow the best part about being on the YouTube channel is that we do have the live stream going. And you know, we chop this up, we put it out later, but
yeah.
Right now, you know, you can catch us live and chime in and interact.
And then if you check us out on our IG, there'll be clips that'll be populating that. But what we need to do is hand out as many knives as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that, you know, we need more Americans to stab the opposing.
No, this is okay. This is a satire show? We
don't want you actually going
violence and
but you got to admit that makes it a little bit more of a fair.
I mean, maybe we're close to Hunger Games, but
not yet.
It shouldn't be the advice that we give.
Okay.
What I would like to shift to, because you know we were talking about Trumpty Dumpty and Vance and you know the the lies that come out of their mouths, but when we get into how he's just like a businessman, Trump that is, and there's just like no humanitarian sense to him.
None.
We see that in his ally or maybe overlord. I don't know, you know, but you know,
it's his overlord,
like proxy president Elon Musk.
See, if you really look at it, Elon and Trump is his bottom bitch.
Right. When we talk about how these guys just lack like a human soul.
Right.
When you hear some of the things you say, it can make you end up saying and asking that ultimate question, motherfucker, say what? You know what I mean? And you know how we do it. We gonna give it to you just like that.
Motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, you know what it is, y'all. Motherfucker, say what? Your boy.
Again,
I know you love the dude, man.
Man, listen. Okay, he's on the spectrum, and you got to give him a break.
I don't care what cable company. I don't care what cable company he uses. Okay.
No. I meant. Okay.
So mentally. Oh, okay.
But the bottom line is, Elon Musk has said a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and I have empathy for him. Wow. And I just want to know my
throwing
feelings.
Your heart out there?
I'm throwing my heart out there.
Oh, my goodness.
But
so your boy Elon, I know he's your friend, or I don't know if you call each other comrades, or
we're not comrades. Not yet.
But
he's coming soon.
He was recently on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of shitstorms come out of that little studio.
Joe Rogan has dropped in the ratings. Actually, Midas Touch is number one.
But it just seems to be a kettle pot for boiling hot garbage.
Conspiracy theory bullshit that doesn't have any merit, and nobody backs it up with facts or any kind of fucking research whatsoever. So let's just be honest.
But your boy Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan and said that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, like the biggest Ponzi scheme ever. Which, if it was, it would have been called the Social Security scheme. There's a lot of S's in that. The Social Security scheme. Shut up. But
she sells seashells by the seashore.
I didn't warm up my palate.
Let me tell you what it is. The bottom line is when he
Social Security is a Ponzi scheme?
Well, no, the reason he said that is because he's fucking crazy. Let's go there. And secondly, Ponzi schemes don't pay. Social Security has been paying for 80 years now. 80 years of them paying as opposed to a Ponzi scheme where it take your money and you never get your money. And then you see the same motherfucker in Cozumel fucking like a whole bunch of little girls on his yacht. So one, he's another lie. The Doge thing, another lie, where he said, hey, this is all the stuff. And the Wall Street Journal and I forget the other economists went through it and said, well, that's bullshit. You put 30 billion and it was 30 million. That was bullshit. He's a fucking wackadoo. You see how he acts with the chainsaws and all this stuff. So anybody that believes anything that Elon says, other than he wants his Tesla stock to go up and other stuff, you're just a dumb motherfucker too. And all you MAGAs or maggots, y'all can suck the circumference of my ball sack.
I mean, look at your check, people. You out there working? You got a job, America?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at your check. One of them lines where you thought you made that much and a little bit less than you thought it was going to be, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, one of those lines goes towards your Social Security typically. Right. And that is paying into your future. It'll be money you can use towards your retirement so that hopefully you won't have to be digging raw ores out of some mine on the moon when you're 92.
Yeah.
Because they figured out a way to keep you alive just long enough to make you a moon slave.
There's no retirement for you today. You work until your skin falls off your bones.
It's a system they get paid into.
Yeah, but
and one of the things they were kicking at the State of the Union, which we'll get into, is some of those lies.
Don't get me started with that.
It's some of those lies about it, but just so you know, it like you said, Shang, 80 years, over 80 years. I thought it was like even 86 or so, but
it's years and years and years.
But definitely over 80 years. That it's always paid out to people. There's no, I think the administration tried to say that there's 3.5 million people ages 140 to 149.
Also, the
receiving Social Security.
Wait a minute, he said,
bitch, 3 million people who are 140 years old? Yeah. Are you fucking stupid?
What the fuck?
What?
Who are these vampires you're talking about?
What are you talking about?
These Eternals that you're talking about.
These daywalking, blood-sucking mongrels.
You're making shit up. And there's this how dumb America is. And I don't mean all of America, but a portion of America, and you know who the fuck I'm talking to, you bitches, is that they actually think, man, I'm telling you, there's a dude down the street from me. He's 250 years old, and he's still getting that kickback from Social Security. No, if he's 250 years old, he's barely moving.
He's dead.
He's dead.
There's nobody that is 250 years old. Like, it does not happen.
And the thing that's wild about it is
nobody that age.
This the wild part of it is.
That doesn't even, you could put there's a 900-year-old person receiving Social Security.
Yeah, but
and it would not be true. It just cannot be true. Do people, this is what I'm like, do you think there are 3.5 million motherfuckers
200-year-olds
between the age of 140 and 149?
Yeah. They believe that. They believe that. And the thing is, the maggots or the MAGA movement actually believes it. They believe the shit. And just look around you. How many 140-year-old dudes you see?
Man, I don't think I've ever met a 100-year-old person.
I've met a 101-year-old person.
I've met a woman in her 90s.
And from Tulsa, Oklahoma, they had her birthday. I went to do a show down there, and they took me during the day, and I got to meet. She was 101 years old. She actually lived through the Tulsa riot or massacre or
murder
fest,
murder mob,
and she was actually kind of alert. I got to shake her hand and everything, and then I left, and like a day later,
wow.
She
Did you wash your hands? What did you do?
I know. I hope death didn't seep into my hand. But the bottom line is...
now Shang will live forever.
Yeah, I hope so. But the bottom line is, I don't want to live forever. No, that's bullshit. Yes, I do. Because I would do so much murderous shit. I really got a dark part of me that I need to get together. What? And he's told me many times, therapy.
Savage AF is here for you.
But the end of the day is the fact that the president actually is still toting that. Elon is toting that bullshit. That all of these older people, these like you said, daywalkers, are out there collecting Social Security, and it's just a flat out proven lie. And people are still rocking with it. That's the part that hurts my heart. It doesn't really hurt my heart. It just makes me more angry and want to do violence to people.
Violence.
I want to do violence. I choose violence. It makes me go, you really are that dumb. Yeah. People that dumb need to be socked in their fucking face. That you really think there's 150-year-old fucking just immortals walking around, the Highlanders, walking around just living.
It's a quickening.
Yeah, it's bullshit, and it's your fault. And I will never forgive all you people that voted for this shit because of your tribalism and your fucrichy. I will never forgive you. Never, ever.
As we end this and move on, just remember, America, do not allow the richest man...
What is he worth, $400 billion now?
The richest man to tell you that you don't need money, Social Security. Yeah, that it's a scheme. Like, this is come on.
One more
it's
thing,
something he doesn't even know about.
Yeah,
millions and millions of Americans rely on it, will rely on it, and should be able to rely on it in the future.
It's so simple. And then one more thing about Elon, he didn't create. I got to make sure people know this. All you dumb people, and there's some people that I was going back and forth on the chat. He did not create Tesla. He bought stock into Tesla. All of these businesses you think he created, and he's a genius in this chat. He's building rockets, the motherfucker building brains. None of that. He created none of that. None, zero. He's a smart investor that it worked out with the millions of dollars he got from gem mines in South Africa. And also, Trump is not a smart fucking businessman. 6 bankruptcies and not only 6 bankruptcies, he started off with $200 million. So make sure you know that he didn't start from the ground up. So fuck you, feed you rocks, and take you swimming if you believe that shit.
Treehead, I see you over on the YouTube Live. Me, you as well. And yeah, Treehead, people can't afford to live off of their pensions. They need the Social Security that they've paid into. Again, look at your paycheck.
Yeah, and if I didn't do so much sex trafficking when I was younger, I would not have this much money that I have now. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have did it, if pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. In fact, he's from Detroit, and that's where pimping actually was started.
I'll admit I've never been a fan of human trafficking, so
Why, you just gonna say you never?
I mean, I've seen a few pimp movies, and yeah, we had a time when we idolized it, but I've come around to realize that.
Wow. Why your voice turning like, but see, I think your problem is you don't like to collectivize.
Got to collectivize. Well, speaking of collecting paychecks and whatnots, this one actually blew my mind. It could have been a motherfucker say what, but Elon got it this week. But you know how they say snitches get stitches, right?
Yeah, it's a prison.
I think adage.
Yeah.
But it seems like in the real world, snitches get nothing. Now, what I'm talking about is this realization that the McDonald's worker who dropped a dime, as they used to say. Kids, there used to be these things called public phones. And one man or woman, child of any sort, could walk up and use said phone for one simple thin dime.
Yes. Loan me a quarter.
And you should talk all day.
Yes.
But he dropped a dime on him, on Luigi Mangione. Right?
Yeah.
and there was a reward. The McDonald's worker there's a reward for the capture of Louis. We all knew about it. Everybody knew, and it turns out now that the McDonald's worker is probably not going to get that money.
Really? They can do that?
So not only can they, what I went on to figure out, and there's this lawyer that I follow on Instagram, Erin Orleans, I think her last name is. And she was a prosecutor, and she's in Manhattan, and she's always dropping these, legal knowledge and tidbits. But she was saying that this actually happens a lot.
Where
that in most instances, you give a tip, it leads to an arrest, and they find a way to not pay out.
Well, you know what? We found out you were stealing French fries.
Or they'll just be like, we got a more credible tip from somewhere else. Or so.
What if he didn't get caught? Then you didn't snitch on a dude that could come and kill you at your McDonald's.
Well, no, I know, but I don't think he would know that
it was a McDonald's guy.
Or who snitched on him. But yeah, as a snitcher, this seems to be,
yeah,
counterintuitive to the thing, because it's like, okay, go ahead, snitch, and listen, there's some serial rapist in the neighborhood, or a mass child murderer. Like, yeah, everybody needs to speak up and say something.
A pedo.
And I'm not saying Luigi did the right thing at all. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't think so?
I just said I'm not saying it.
Wow,
what I think is up to me.
What's
and
in
I
my
ain't
brain?
got to tell you what's in my head. But to step out on a limb and something so high profile.
What's in my head?
See, I didn't say. I just was thinking what I think.
The crazy shit.
Yeah, it stays on the inside. But Luigi was a pretty high profile instance, and to step out on that limb and go ahead and make that phone call, and it leads to an arrest. Seemingly.
Well,
to get no reward when one was offered, it seems like it would really suck. You know what I mean? Because now, you have snitched, and you were willing to drop that dime to get back 60 G's or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But the wild part is there's so many people that were backing Luigi that they might come after you.
That's what I'm just saying. You stepped out on a limb in a high profile.
And now they might come after you, and you might get some lead poisoning.
And now you ain't got no Bahamas money.
Yeah. Now you can't even escape. Now they got you. So I think, I didn't know that they did it like that, but I do think that the problem is that everything is a scam, and they know it. They're like, yeah, but you already told us, fuck you. That's like if you have a woman, you go, hey, if I'm going to give you this nice car if you fuck me. And then you fuck me, and then they go, I ain't giving you no car, bitch.
I think that's called pimping.
That's called pimping.
I think that's what
so
that
whoever
is.
you were that told on Luigi, which a lot of people felt like you shouldn't have, which I think you should have, to get that money, too bad for you.
But the idea that it happens, so often, or according to this lawyer, like I said, was honestly astonishing to me. It's not something that I've ever really thought about. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, bounty on your head, like everybody's gonna turn you in. Even in, what was it called? Where the couple went on their first date and ended up running from the cops. Smooth and kill.
Forget the name of. I know what you're talking about.
Delicious and Sneeze or something
it wasn't
like that.
Delicious and Sneeze. That's a whole different cartoon.
All right.
No.
But it like this idea that with this money on your head, anybody and everybody
and Sneeze. The fuck is wrong with you, Pedro?
It was just 2 words.
No, it's not. But you called them Delicious and Sneeze.
I don't know why.
Why?
I just picked
of
the
all
first
the names,
2 words that came to my mind. That's all I had.
It was Honey and Badger or something. It was something like that. I know what movie you're talking about. But
somebody out there got to know. Do y'all know the movie I'm talking about? So chime in, guys. But the money on your head is supposed to put the pressure, and then somebody gonna turn you in,
right?
Because they want the money. Like that's Why? Otherwise, the hood just gonna shut the fuck up and not say
Never
anything.
say nothing.
Yeah,
if
like,
you ain't gonna give us no money. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I know about 4 bounties on Pedro's head. Nobody said nothing yet. Not one time has anybody put.
They're probably 2-digit bounties, like $15.
Yeah. So look, if you tell on Pedro, we'll give you $2.50.
I got $12 if you could tell me his location.
Man, that ain't even worth a hamburger.
Damani Jones, I see you in the building. Thanks for joining in, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
$2.50, and we can get that Pedro.
Hey, snitching ain't easy, y'all. All right, man. So we're gonna keep the show moving. On to our next segment. And it's my time to rhyme. We're gonna say what I got to say. I am Black Pedro, and I give it to you. I give it to you this way.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. I like to play with the words, man.
I know.
I like to joke around with the words, but keep Pope alive. I said keep Pope alive. This may come off as a little dark to y'all, but why do y'all keep y'all Pope? I guess I should start with, I am Black Pedro. I am an atheist. I believe everybody should have a right to believe whatever they want to, as long as you're not harming anyone else. But at times, I find some of your rites and rituals to be puzzling,
baffling,
and a bit,
befuddling.
Yes. And I am wondering, why do y'all keep Catholics keep your Pope alive so old?
Yeah.
Like, y'all need some young Pope energy. Oh, okay. Sean Stubbs, thank you. Queen and Slim. That's the movie we was talking about. Sorry, that's a jump back to the last topic.
Delicious.
It wasn't Delicious and Sneeze. Update. We like to be fuck your feelings, facts matter. The movie was not called Delicious and Sneeze. It was called Queen and Slim.
Yeah, we clipping this.
Okay. That being said, man, why do y'all keep y'all Pope so old? The man, Pope Francis, done got this man. He got some shit. I never really even heard of this. Double pneumonia.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get the same thing twice at the same time. That's crazy.
And
that is nuts. And I know your Pope, your religious leaders on earth are supposed to be closer to God, but does it have to be so literal?
Yeah.
Like, the Pope is always, when he gets the job, he's like 87.
He's already old.
And then at 95.
Yeah, and then they keep pumping with antibiotics. Keep going.
I'm like, maybe the Catholic Church needs some young Pope energy.
Like somebody that lifts weights.
Get you a 40-something-year-old Pope. Yeah, he's been divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Turned his life around.
Used to be a break dancer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the 90s. You know what I'm saying? But I just, they keep trying to keep these popes alive.
The reason they keep them alive is because they feel like what they're bringing to the table cannot be replaced.
But it always is.
It always is. No, they're wrong.
It's not he's like the last pope. It's like,
yeah, right. No, I know, but that is part of the reason that they believe that this pope has to, whatever his doctrine is, we need to keep that going. And the only thing that gives credence to it is
his life, being alive. I mean, it's just like it is a role, and I feel like to some degree a job. And you know, when they get to these points of being, incapacitated,
97 years old,
like, when they're one of these 140-year-olds getting Social Security, you know what I'm saying?
That's why they keep him alive, Social Security.
That's to drain our system all the way from the Vatican.
The worst thing is when you're watching the Pope and they go, "Oh, he pooped on himself again."
It's just like get Catholics, man, get y'all a young Pope. You know,
like a young Pope that wears his sleeves off, like his sleeves are cut off, and you can see his arms, and he's like, "Yo, what's going on? I'm the Pope. We poping today.
And then like at 70, let him retire.
And then get another new
and then
pope.
get another pope.
But look at Congress. Congress got a whole bunch of like old trees just walking around going, I just want to keep making laws.
Man, we just lost today. And I'm sorry, I don't know the brother's name, but he replaced Sheila Jackson Lee out of Texas, who died last year.
Right.
He just died today, as of the taping of this episode. And you know, he was the mayor of Houston for years, but he's getting this job at like age 70. You know what I mean? And it's and I'm not saying like you can't be active in life.
No, you can be active.
But you know, like
I'm 76.
Damn.
I'm 76 and I'm active as hell. The point is, if you look at how Biden, they started deteriorating and they were making fun of him, wandering around looking for fig Newtons, then
it kept his circulatory system going.
And also him falling off of bikes or whatever the case. Trump is 80. What are you talking about? He's gonna be or close to it.
He's like 78, 77.
70. He's 70. He's up there. And by the time he get done, he'll be 81, 82, something like that. And y'all want him to go for a third term? You think he gonna hit? It's the same thing. America does the same shit that they do with the popes. They want these really ancient motherfuckers. What was the turtle dude's name? The turtle. I'm a turtle. I'm my evil turtle. McConnell.
Yes.
They kept him around and he was glitching the whole fucking time.
Well, at least he announced his retirement.
Yeah, but I'm saying they kept him around far too late after he fucked the judges over, after he prevented Obama from getting a judge. We know McConnell was way too old to be there. Way too old.
Damani Jones, thank you. He says Sylvester Turner. So I'm talking about Representative Sylvester Turner, who passed away.
How old was he when he died?
Today. I believe he was 70, 71, something like that. So, which is, you know, young in life, but also it's just like, hey, maybe guys, you know, relax.
Let him
go
go out and play some pool and chill out.
Man, just kick it.
Before you go to the upper room.
Pick that other thing you wanted to do.
I'm going to tell you something right now. We next.
The upper.
But I just feel like that if you look at how the Roman Catholic Church works, that is part of their doctrine in their mind. But again, the Roman Catholic Church is so corrupt. And if y'all don't like it, and if y'all watching this on YouTube, you look up some of the corruption that has happened with the Roman Catholic Church before you say something to me, and y'all can kiss my black ass because it's been happening for decades. They want old motherfuckers that don't know anything anymore so the young corrupt people can take monies and put it out there.
Oh, look, the phone. Look, the phone on.
I turned the phone down.
No, that's the Pope calling right now.
I wish the Pope would say something to me.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I wasn't even going to get into the corruption of any given church, especially this one. But I mean, this shit is decrepit though. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all are, this is man,
like
give the guy a break.
Yeah.
Like, maybe stop making him Pope so much.
Like, yes, like, man, the Crypt Keeper. It's like, some Crypt Keepers.
What is
I
going
turned
on?
it down twice. What is it doing?
No,
See, look, it's down.
First of all, he just put an Android in my face.
Because it's an Android. You know what?
I'm gonna have to wash my glasses and everything.
Both of you guys.
This man is holding up an Android in the camera right now.
You know what? Androids are good phones. Fuck you all.
It sounds like a game show when it turns on and off.
Okay,
what is that?
Androids are good phones. They're better phones than iPhones. And all you people out there that don't like them, you don't love children and you don't love puppies.
This man just held up his Android. Telling me, I've hit it twice. It's that, you know.
I cut it off now.
The other phone.
It's live. So we're doing this live. And plus, we're going to have an edit. It don't matter.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
And maybe we won't have an edit.
Y'all notice my phone doesn't like chime or charm during the show.
Wow, see how he's doing being an elitist with his iPhone elitist attitude?
Keep hope alive.
Why don't you go and hang out with Elon, you elitist?
What are you talking about, man?
Your phone. Hey,
I've already turned
I'll do my SHANGRY, but you're not going to make fun of my fucking phone.
I've already put Chevy badges on my Tesla.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen people doing that? That's amazing. There we go. All right, man. So get on them then, Shang. You know, I feel the tension building up.
But then, no.
You're getting shangrier and shangrier.
I am not shangry. I am shangrilicious.
You are.
All right. I'm going to tell you something right now. The State of the Union was the biggest piece of shit. It was one of the worst ones I've ever seen. And I've been around for 79 years collecting Social Security. Illegally, of course. My shangry is just, how much did they let this motherfucker lie and why didn't nobody throw a shoe at him? It's my shangry.
Oh.
What the fuck? What the fuck? How many times did he lie? Over and over again. If you watch the State of the Union, it was the biggest shit show of lying and rally. And the only thing that they didn't have is Yahtzees dancing in the background and a fountain. It was the worst shit ever. He lied consistently through an hour and 40 minutes. He actually said they're going to go take Greenland. He said, maybe we'll get it, maybe some way, somehow, we don't know, but somehow we're going to get it. On some mob shit. You don't think that made the people in Greenland feel like, oh, we got to knuckle up with this bitch? He is horrible. He doesn't understand tariffs. He doesn't understand the tariffs that the people have to pay for tariffs. And Pedro, you're going to have to pay tariffs on those fucking guns of yours. I don't know how you got into that, but you're like, wait a minute.
That's terrific.
Wait a minute, hold up. But what I'm saying is, how do I understand why some of the people just walked out? Bernie Sanders said, enough of this bullshit. I'm out of here. And he just walked the fuck out. That was one of the worst rally-esque. Is that a word? Rally-esque?
Rally-esque?
Yes, rally-esque.
Rally-esque.
Is that a rally-esque? Rally-esque fucking State of the Union I've ever seen in my life. It was one of the worst things because there was so much stuff that he got fact-checked on later, and it was over and over again, just back-to-back fucking blatant ass lies. He said the stuff about Elon Musk, that he's running Doge, and even though he said it before that he wasn't running Doge, it's all bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. We need to stop having these State of the Unions because they're all corny bullshit, and it's all like fake. It's all fake. Look at the First Lady. She looks lovely as snakes go. She looks like a snake. Don't she look like a snake to you? Like
molting? Yeah.
Yeah, she got
I feel like her jaw or her head is getting bigger.
She can still get it. I mean, I'm a man. Yeah. But
it'd be like reparations.
Reparations. That's all it would be for. So I wouldn't do it for pleasure.
No, of
not for pleasure.
Come on, no way you'd enjoy it.
But the bottom line is,
worst come ever.
Yeah. Most horrible bust
ever.
But the bottom line is, if you watched it from the beginning to end, the fact that he doesn't want to be a president for everybody, he just wants to be a president just for the MAGA,
the billionaires,
and the Republicans and the far right, shows you that this man is not fucking sane. He is not. He has no empathy. He cares about just his own shit and his billionaire buddies, and that's what it showed. What the fuck is Elon Musk even doing there? You weren't elected, bitch. The fuck is going on? Does this seem like upside down world? Is it just me? Am I the only one that's lost my fucking mind? So I'm telling everybody out there, this is the bottom line is, next time you see a State of the Union, I say we should give people buckets of fruit. And shit you don't like being said, you throw it at them. You throw tomatoes and oranges, because oranges and cans of tomatoes. Because cans of tomatoes do more damage than just a tomato. It was the worst State of the Union I've ever seen. And the fact that he's lying. And there was a little bit of, I don't know if you've seen it, a little bit of white supremacy there. A little bit of white supremacy. You know?
Not a bit of that.
You say a lot of bit of that?
I have just a little short list of some of the ridiculous lies that he said.
Okay.
And one of them we already talked about, 3.5 million people. This is in quotes. 3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149, and money is being paid to many of them.
Lies.
And the information they're using also included a category of people from ages 360 to 369.
Yes.
This
What
also in quotes. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and criminals.
And Kendrick Lamar.
Realistically, Border Patrol or immigration, they report about 10.4 million encounters, of which about 4.5 million were sent back. Or expelled from the country.
There's a list of lies.
We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud. We know that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Data fraud. 1.9 billion went to recently created decarbonization of homes committee, headed up by Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, that communist.
It's an EPA thing where they're just trying to build energy efficient houses.
Yeah. Why? Why would you want them to build energy efficient houses? What the fuck are we thinking? What are we thinking, America? So if you see this show and you're watching this Savage AF and you go, those two motherfuckers, out there just spewing their fucking bullshit, whatever, saying all their stuff.
The goddamn goo-goo gaga.
Saying their shit, whatever.
Some bitch.
The bottom line is, if you watch that and you saw the fact check, literally fact checkers' heads were blowing apart like scanners. It just kept over and over.
I'm going to give you one more before we bounce, right? He said, now for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. Man, there are 2 polls that back that up. The other 17 polls all have it going in the other direction, where people think we are totally headed in the wrong direction. By much larger margins than
These are Republicans, by the way. By the way, the people that are at all these town halls yelling and screaming and throwing shit are Republicans. So don't get it twisted.
Not paid actors.
Yeah, not paid actors, not, grievance actors.
I'm an actor. You couldn't pay me to do that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But just like the blacks for Trump, you coon-tastic, coon-cage bitches. I hope y'all all get herpes simplex 10 in your eyeballs.
They're part of the Coontel Pro.
Yes, you got to watch them.
All right, man. Well, that's the Shangry.
I got a little angry.
It's okay,
got
brother.
A little Shangry.
You got Shangry on them, but
it happened.
Hey, man, relax, relate, release.
And by the way, I want y'all to know that the people who work here, they don't understand how good droids are.
I think you could generalize that statement any way beyond the walls of Petty Cash Studios. I don't think anybody understands.
No, all you women out there that don't want to talk to me because my green bubbles, fuck you.
Yeah. You might want to get the blue bubbles, dog. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. That was your Shangry for today. That is your show for today. Black Pedro, Shang is here. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang.
Yes.
We'll be back. So we're going to release this next week. We'll be back with you guys next week. We're going to another episode. To those on the live out there, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Very, very much. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll be at you next week.
Also, listen, never pet a burning warthog. That's just some advice I got from a friend of mine. I don't know why. I just thought that was profound.
A wise man once said, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. If you voted for Donald Trump and you are white, you are either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. If you voted for Donald Trump and you are not white, then you are really, really rich or stupid as fuck. Savage AF, y'all.
Yeah. We're going to get in trouble.